First opened way back in 1924, but renovated in 2002. There's a look inside venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. Two teams here, each off to 1-0 starts as this one is underway on EA Sports. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. First carry for DeAndre Swift. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. The game's first play produces 6 yards. Brings up second down. Well, this defense for the Raiders, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there. And they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
Looking to throw is Williams. That's complete. Rome Odunze. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 22 yards there, a first down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 46. They'll go play action here with Williams. Looking for Marshall, but it's intercepted. And the Raiders are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line. Not something you see very often from a quarterback of his caliber, an opening drive interception.
Oh, there's no doubt in my mind that even he's surprised at how that one played out. But we know this guy is not going to stop him from continuing to fire as this game goes along. Probably give a little nod of respect across the field for that one and let him know he'll be back the very next series.
They'll start on the ground with Benson. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They send McCaffrey in motion right. They'll get it forward to him on the touch pass. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. Third and 2. Losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. A 5-yard loss there is going to bring up 4th down.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And the Bears take over.
At their own 39-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And their opening drive, that ended with the interception. Fortunate, though, it didn't lead to points.
It didn't lead to points, and because they kind of got away with one, Maybe you come back and throw something similar again to show that you're not afraid, that you're not going to back down, and take your shot. Let the defense know that you're going to be there all game long.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
To throw, it's Williams. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. You look at this Raiders defense. They were terrific last week in the victory over Kansas City.
And the big thing for them was the interceptions. And you hear teams all the time talk about establishing themselves against the pass. You know, no-fly zones and things of that nature. This group had a bunch of them in last week's game.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Throwing is Williams. That ball nearly intercepted, but he could not hang on. Oh, pick there certainly would have been nice. Instead, at least, it'll be fourth down. Here comes the Bears punter now, as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Yikes. Terrible kick headed straight for the sidelines. And this one goes sailing out of bounds. Where did it cross? Well, they're going to say on this side of midfield. On first down, it's Benson. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down.
But that kind of run on first down, that's a winning type of a run. That just sets things up for them moving forward as they begin the drive.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd and 6. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. He's going to handle it on the touch pass. Room to maneuver at the 35. He's to the 15. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Raiders are on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down.
Next, the receivers have spread the defense out, and they were able to come through with a slashing run.
But to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create running lanes out of passing sets? And if so, it's going to be a long day for the defense.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. They were looking for Marshall that time, and it's 3rd down and 2. You look at this Raiders defense. They were terrific last week in the victory over Kansas City.
And the big difference in the game, their ability to force turnovers. Multiple, in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, the big difference in the game.
It was impressive. Now the question, can they duplicate it? After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. From the shotgun, a throw for Williams. That is caught. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down. For the Bears at 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1, and they were able to get that road victory in the opener, and now they look to get to 2-0 in front of the home crowd.
And look, any road win in the NFL, that's huge. But when you do it Week 1, that gets you pointed in the right direction and sends notice to the rest of the league that you mean business.
And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
To the air once more, Williams. There's a short throw. It's caught by Kmet. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 16 yards, a little deja vu from the previous play where they got 16.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage. And here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
Here's Williams. They'll try and set up the screen to Swift. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive.
And good yardage there on first down, because sometimes all you need to do on the screen is get one key block. That might set your man free, and that was pretty good pursuit to the football defensively, or it could have gone.
Back in Chicago, ready for the second quarter. It's the Bears in possession as they've got it with a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. Swift going to try up the middle, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage, because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, the offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
That's how you get right up off of the mat, because on the last play, they stoned him in the backfield and dropped him for a loss. But he's the type of guy that scared me a little bit because he's not daunted. Just got right back up, showed some confidence, and picked up a 1st down with his very next run.
Swift will score. Touchdown, Chicago. He finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 downs, stay on the field, run it, and catch it. And he gets it done.
Santos with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback, and we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one. They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
2nd and 4. Throw left side complete. That's Benson. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. That one, a first down pickup of 8. A give up the middle with Benson. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
2nd and 6. Another run, this time McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. On the handoff, Benson running right. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
From the 41, here's 2nd and 6. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. It's complete downfield, out left to his running back. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Solid gain of 18 and a Raider first down.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
They run over center with Benson. And he's got 4 down inside the 20 to the 18.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he's got it. And the Raiders are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. 2nd quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
After a play like that, there should be congratulations all the way around, I think, because if you can stop a big fullback like that, that's not easily done.
Yeah, he does not go down easily. You're right, but he did there. Benson going to be hit and met at the line of scrimmage. They get him down at the 3. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. This Bears defense trying to hold on. This is 3rd and goal. Now they'll put a receiver in motion left. And it's intercepted at the goal line. And the Bears are going to take over at their own 2-yard line. And the defense, Charles, they bit a little bit, but they did not break. And then on 3rd and goal there, the huge interception.
Think of the momentum they're carrying with them right now, Brandon, because in their mind, whether they want to admit it or not, they were conceding 3 points. Their goal was to keep them out of the end zone, not give up a touchdown. Instead, they give up nothing. What a big-time play and a big-time stop by them.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They take over here following the interception. That's the good news. The tough spot is the spot that they're in. That's inside the 5 of the looking right side, and it's intercepted. From their own 2, Charles, they opted to throw it instead of run it. We saw the outcome.
And I think what a lot of teams count on is defenses to stack the line of scrimmage, trying to force a safety or force a turnover there. But you've got a good defensive front. He just allowed them to play the run, and everyone else stays ready, and they were, and they picked that one off.
Throw left side. McCaffrey's got it. And he is out of bounds. Looks like right at the 15. That'll give him 8 that time, and it'll be 2nd in a couple. They'll look to throw here. And this, incomplete. He tried to check it down to his running back and nearly had the ball picked.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. In motion goes McCaffrey. He'll get an opportunity with it on the touch pass. He's got the first down and more than that. And the Raiders are in for 6. Touchdown. Christian McCaffrey with career touchdown number 109. That ties him with Barry Sanders on the all-time NFL list. And the Raiders' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out, they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
2nd and 10.
19 tight. Go.
To the air, Williams. I'm not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
Williams from the gun on 3rd down. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. That's now his second interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. A gain of 18 and a new set of downs. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. A give. Here comes Benson. And he'll take this one inside the 10 down to the 8. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. Kyler Gordon picks it off, and the Bears are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And with just under a minute to go, they might try to think about mounting a drive here if they can and get in the end zone. Could potentially tie this game up. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Trayvon Merrick. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Here we go.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. His throw incomplete.
Had an open man that time. They ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Now a 2nd and 10. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a 1st down as well.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Raiders will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. So this offensive unit, yeah, they were solid in the opening week victory, and now they are looking just as sharp here in week 2.
And that's exactly what you want, too, because you want to get better each and every week and really ramp up as the season goes on. I know it's still early in the season and a lot can happen, but this offense, they look like they're going to be fun to watch each and every time out.
On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Well, not much time remains here in this first half. We'll see if they can get something out of this drive, at least a field goal. They could certainly use it, down by 2 scores. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it's second down. Now the Bears will use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. Three receivers head out right, 1 to the left on 2nd and 3. They'll fake the give. Now Williams. And my goodness, another interception. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. Motion left, Kupp. Now here's a throw out wide. Oh, this might be a double pass. He's throwing a good one, and it's caught. And this works to perfection. The double pass leads to a touchdown. Carlson now to add the extra point. He knocks it through. It's 28-7.
Makes the score Raiders 28, Bears 7.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And with only 4 seconds on the clock, time likely for just 1 snap of the football. That one deep for Marshall. And that's caught inside the 30. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Raiders with the lead already, and they will get the football here as the second half is now underway. And we will not see a return of the dynamic kickoff, and the first drive of the second half will commence from the 30-yard line. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
yeah, they went into the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4. They'll go again with Benson. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
The way things have gone in this one, the running game's been something of an afterthought, and that's not been too bad for them, has it?
Yeah, the offensive returns have been good, but I guess we figured he in the ground game would be a bit more involved. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll try to run for it with Benson. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out, and now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense him saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for this second half.
The false start backs them up 5, 1st and 15. To throw, Williams. Taking a shot here for Marshall. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Chicago. A great play there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Bears have cut it back within a score. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and they're within 7 now at 28-21. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And not willing to risk a return, this ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And their lead cut in half by that touchdown a moment ago. They are up 7 as they begin this drive 1st and 10. The drive will begin with a run by Benson. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Here comes Benson on the toss right. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 42 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and well, we're seeing a pretty good one right now, hotly contested in the third quarter. On the give, it's Benson. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
Another run here with Benson. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. They need 2. Here's 3rd down. Back to throw. Trying to lay one up deep. And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown of the game and 4th on the year. And the Raiders go up by 2 touchdowns. Circle that drive, because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give him a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes, because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he returns this to the 22. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that
one. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. A pass complete to Odunze. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 14 yards into Chicago, 1st down.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down. Executed it to perfection.
Let's go now. Trap 60, trap 60. Ready?
Working out of the gun, Williams. And that's out to the flat for Swift. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another 1st down. It will.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another 1st down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Work to do here to avoid falling to 1-1, but this is 1st and 10 right now.
79 Broncos. 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick. Warrior 70. Hut, hut.
Williams going to look to throw again. For Marshall, that's complete. And he'll take this from 147-yard line to the other. A gain of 6.
At the 60. At the 60.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 47-yard line.
Go.
To throw, it's Williams. That one deep for Marshall. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
I certainly like the idea. You're down on their side of the field. Get your big play guy involved. That time, they put one up for him to see if he can pull it down in the end zone, but the coverage was good, and it winds up incomplete.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Throwing is Williams. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 32-yard line.
That's good for another Chicago Bears.
Throwing again here, Williams. Dancing to his left. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
First and goal at the 5-yard line.
Here's Williams. Touchdown! A 5-yard touchdown. And the Bears are able to get a score back in the final stages of this third quarter. Heck of a start to his season. He had 2 touchdowns in the opener last week, another one here in week 2.
Well, I don't want to call him a touchdown machine this early, but sometimes you get locked in, and you feel good about things. You get into that zone, and those touchdowns come in bunches. He may be off to that kind of a start.
It's like he was shot out of a cannon. I would imagine success this early, great momentum going forward for the rest of the year.
Cairo Santos to kick off for Chicago.
Santos out now. He'll kick it away. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets them back now for 2nd down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
The Raiders on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 14. On play action, they'll throw. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. Montez Sweat, the man that time to fight in and drop him. Here's A.J. Cole now, standing just outside his own goal line. .39-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And it feels like the momentum has shifted. They scored, then their defense forces that last punt. And now a chance to tie the game on this possession. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. Looking to throw is Williams. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Marshall. And he's going to get this inside the 30. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. Back to throw. Williams. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Merrick. And the Raiders are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Sliding out of the pocket. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the 1st down. And don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
On 3rd down, here's Benson. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 54 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 16 times.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there. And on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously. But at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
I'm sure that that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground. Keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
A handoff here to Benson. And he'll get about 2 there to the 36. Well, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right. But the problem for them is still within a possession. So they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Going for the deep ball. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Here's A.J. Cole now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. It's taken to the 26. Following the punt return here, there is someone shaken up. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment.
set.
Here's 1st and 10.
Panther 11. Panther 11. Let's go now.
On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive. It's a pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive.
Got it. Ready? Set up.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. The catch is made by Ellington. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. He'll look to throw. He'll get this off to Swift. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
They'll look to throw. And it's caught. It's a touchdown. So they rally here in the final minute, and they're an extra point away from tying this game. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. This one, all we could have asked for. All tied, final minute as the kick's away here. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. This is 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw. Throw left side. McCaffrey's got it. Here comes 2nd down. He'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, and that a very short gain. They do get a first, but short pickups, not what they're looking for.
They're not out of it yet, but in order to come back, they need to play clean football the rest of the way. He makes a correct read there, passing on challenging a blanket coverage and getting the 1st down with his legs instead.
Well, this offense still has the one timeout here, remember. 1st and 10. They'll look to throw here. Throw left side complete. That's Benson. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Here's 2nd and a yard. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Open man here is Benson. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Here's 1st down. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds.
Well, they've had success getting the ball to him out of the backfield, but this time they had a man right on him. He was able to break that play up before he could get started.
Another try, 2nd and 10 now. They'll look to throw again. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 31-yard line. Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. What pressure as this thing all rests on the foot of Daniel Carlson. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. And now this game's going to come down to the right leg of their kicker. 2 seconds on the clock. This for the win. And this one is no good. He missed it. And a costly one there as this game remains tied here in the 4th. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
So the Raiders are going to get the football first here in the overtime session as we are back underway. And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback, and we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. Charles, you think back to halftime, they had the big lead. They were in control of this game. They lost that lead, but ultimately right now, with the ball in overtime, a chance to win this thing.
And you know each guy's telling his teammate, just let it go. Don't worry about it. We're starting fresh right here. What happened before does not matter. What happens right now and going forward, that's what matters. Let's find a way to win this game.
What a way to start a drive. An excellent run, a tone setter, and now, if you want to take a shot on second down and go play action and make it look like the same exact play and throw it over the top, you can do so because you've established the run in a big way.
We'll play only the one overtime here. If time runs out, it'll be a tie as they come up on second down. They'll run here with Benson. A solid stiff arm. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Now, the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. Well, now they'll try the end around. Able to slither by. So a good spin move, but not a whole lot to show after as he's taken down. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a third down.
I would say that's what you call a whole lot for a little, huh?
When you bust that move out of the bag, you hope for more than 4 yards, but hey, 4 is what he got. Now it's Benson. Yeah, this is only going to be a gain of 2. He needed 3. It's 4th and 1. Just looking down at this with a naked eye, it looks like they have about 1.5 yards. Any chance they go for it here?
There's a chance, but I have to say, punt the ball here. Get rid of this thing and try and help your defense a little bit. I know there's that temptation, and I know people have it on their play sheet. I have that one play that'll get me what I need, but if you don't get it, you pretty much handed the game to the other team.
And now before they run this play on 4th and 1, we're going to get a break and a timeout. They'll be down to just one remaining as we step aside here in overtime. A big call here in overtime. They're going for it on 4th down. Going for it. Here's Benson. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. A give left side for Benson. Now he's loose down the left sideline. And he is in for the score. And it is absolute stunned silence here as they win it on the road in overtime. As the fans exit back out through the turnstiles, not happy looks on their faces. Feel like they probably let this one slip away at home in overtime.
I would agree with that, and their unhappiness hurts the guys at the concession stands on the way out, right? Not stopping to buy something for the kids. They just want to get home. But what a dramatic way to finish this bad boy off. I mean, this game was dramatic all the way through. That's why we got to overtime. And then to go ahead and finish it this way, the fans streaming out unhappy. But the team that came in here and won this one on the road, they sprinted to their locker room.
And speaking of buying things, dinner on you tonight, Davis.
I kind of figured that was coming.
So for the Raiders, it's a dream start. 2 wins in 2 early road games. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Big D to take on the Cowboys. Meanwhile, for Chicago, they'll fall to 1-1. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Lambeau to take on the Packers. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.